Hello everybody, it's Tommy and welcome back to another video. Today we're taking it back to my Poke CAS series, and I haven't done this one in a while, particularly like the actual series. So this might be your first one if you're newer to my channel. I have basically slowly been working my way through the original 151 Kanto Pokemon and making Sims out of them. It was a challenge that I saw on a post a long time ago from like a different Sims post. I don't know. I found it somewhere. I really liked the concept and I was like, I'm gonna try this and make it into a series. And it was actually my first dabble into Maxis Match. So I'm really glad I made that decision because I ended up switching over to Maxis Match pretty shortly after that. So this entire series is the only Creative Sim series on my channel currently that is completely Maxis Match. And I got quite a few done last year, probably not as many as I would have liked, but I've been slowly picking away at it, and I did do a special Christmas episode and Halloween episode where I did some Pokemon that were outside of the Kanto region, but we're going to take it back to the actual series now and go down to the number that I left off at, which is the Nidoran female line, and I think that's 29, 30, and 31. I'm also really excited to say that my first actual male Sims in this series are definitely going to be the Nidoran males. So that's going to be exciting. I'm already kind of preparing myself for the challenge that is going to be. However, I'm excited at the same time. Like, we'll figure it out. Still going to make them look as awesome as I possibly can. So if this is your first one that you are watching, basically I like to take a lot of the colors, the features of the Pokemon and work it into a sim. They do look a little bit strange in that like their skin tones are odd colors, things that you can't really have in real life. However, I don't want to put like ears and whiskers and nails and stuff all over them. I like them to be mostly normal looking Sims that just have slight shout outs to the design of the Pokemon. So for Nidoran, we have a lot of really light blues. We've got polka dots, and then I kind of think of them as little fighting rat Pokemon. So I thought of them as like fighters. I thought of them as like they would have a couple of piercings, maybe some scars as you go through the evolution line. You get more and more scars, more and more wear and tear. I can see them in the gym a lot. Like, I could just picture them being really cool, like your boss friend that would super protect you in any situation. So I decided to go with like scars, piercings, some band-aids, and then I obviously wanted to do freckles as much as possible. I did try to make her face very similarly shaped to Nidoran with like the slightly upturned nose. She does have the two big buck teeth. It's hard to see obviously because Sims tend to keep their mouth closed most of the time, but if you were to actually download her and the mod that makes this possible, she does have the two front teeth that are really, really cute. And then the other idea was to do their hair and have their hair, obviously, this is like a concept that I do for most of them, especially when I do an evolution line, but I wanted the hair to be very spiky, very kind of jagged, because you can see their ears, and their ears have a lot of these little spiky flecks that come off of them all around the outside, and instead of doing like pigtails to signify the ears the way that I have for a lot of the different ones in the past, I decided that instead I would just go with a spiky haircut and have it get more intricate as we went down the line. So Nidoran had like this very head-hugging, close to the face, kind of spiky blue hair, very short, kind of polished, works super well with her outfit, which again, kind of casual because we're trying to go with like a streetwear, like shorts and t-shirt, some band-aids and like scars and stuff, like very, very casual outfits. And then as we go on, it'll just get like slightly more intricate, slightly more heavy. So for Nidorina, we're just going to add a few more scars. I did change the face shape just a little bit, turn the nose down slightly, change the teeth a little bit, take away some of the freckles, because instead of Nidoran, like Nidoran has freckles and Nidorina has like spots on it, so they're more jaggedy. And I decided to signify that with an earring. And then yeah, you can see the hair that I went with. It is just a more intricate version of the one previous, and also in a slightly different color. So for Nidorina, I was originally going with the same skin tone as Nidoran, but I did change to a little bit of a deeper blue-green skin tone at the end of the video. I don't actually think it's a part of the video, but you will be able to see it on the thumbnail. Same idea for the outfit. We've got a shirt and shorts, and we've also got some of the colors coming in from her polka dots and from the ear colors and the underside of the belly and all that. I felt like we could get a little bit darker with it, a little bit more heavy-handed with some of the different blue shades that we can get away with. I really wanted to find something because they have like these very armadillo-looking jointed arms, especially on Nidoqueen. She has like a lot of deep rivets in the different joints on her body. So I wanted to find something where I felt like that would work as a concept to be able to use. And I was trying to just find maybe like a skin that cut in just a little, or like a robot skin. And I did find one, and I was prepared to use it on Nidoqueen. However, it didn't look very good because we didn't have like the right colors there. Obviously, you can see on Nidoqueen, we've got like the deep blue color, some tans, a little bit of brown coming in, and then some white. And the skin actually took over the entire body, made it so that the body was mostly white and black, and it just really didn't look good compared to the actual Pokemon. It was straying slightly too far away from what the actual like character model looks like, and to me it was like starting to look like, if you saw it, would you even be able to tell what Pokemon it was based after? And obviously, even though they are more casual looking than I think a lot of people would do this series, I still want you to be able to look at them and know right away which Pokemon they're based after. So that is always kind of the goal. But lastly, for Nidoqueen, I decided I was just going to go with like the buffest, most scarred up, most piercings version of the other two. Hair gets a little bit longer. We're going with the deeper blue for the hair, and also the spikes that are coming down in front of the face as being like the final shout out to the previous spiky hair that we used for all of the other characters. And then the outfit. Oh my god, the outfit was such a struggle. Obviously, it almost looks like Nidoqueen is wearing an outfit. She's got like a tank top, tube top situation. I really wanted to find a cropped tank top or cropped shirt that was tied up in the front, kind of like a Daisy Duke shirt. And I did have one, but of course it just didn't come in like that tannish color that I would have wanted. And in the past, I might have left and done a recolor, but honestly, I was in such a rush today, I felt like I couldn't get away with it. So instead, I was like playing around with different shirts, but none of them felt quite as good as that original Daisy Duke top that I had found for her. So instead, I decided to meet like a halfway point on it. I decided to go with the white Daisy Duke top, and there is a little bit of white on Nidoqueen. I know that this is probably cheating in the sense of the rules that I've set for myself up until this point, but we've got white claws and white toenails, so I was like, you know what, we might be going with the white today. It's also important to note that my game does change colors pretty heavily because of my reshade, so sometimes I feel like some of those yellow tops would be a deeper yellow and you can almost get away with it if it was just in anybody else's game. But of course, since I'm using this really, really bright reshade, it does tend to make the colors look a little bit more like saturated and pure towards like a primary color. So I couldn't find anything that was in the right shape that wasn't like a bright, bright yellow or a dark, dark brown. And I decided we were just going to go with the white Daisy Duke top. It looked the best on her, especially her body type. And of course, obviously trying to represent all different spectrums of like body types, ethnicities, always like the common goal on my channel, nationalities, what have you. I wanted to keep her a little bit thicker, a little bit closer to my own body type, and I felt like it was really, really flattering for her shape and really fit the character super, super well. So that is actually going to be pretty much the end of it. I did add a couple of more scars, was trying to kind of figure out how I could bring in the jaw a little bit, but again, the CC probably just wasn't there. That is the end of today's video. Please check out all of the other Pokemon Creative Sim videos if you'd like to see more. I started all the way from Bulbasaur to here, so there are quite a few for you guys to check out if you'd like to see them. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Hit that little bell icon below to turn on post notifications so you can get updated every single time I post, and I will talk to you all in the next one.